In this video, we're going to talk about the Arbor Zygote Twin, or Z Twin as it's also known. This is a non-asymmetrical twin jib board. It has a shape of an old school skateboard, it's camber dominant, and well, it's really a board for riding around on the mountain like it's a skate park. You can send side hits, you can go in the park, hit jumps, hit rails. It's one of those boards that's versatile. The camber isn't overpowering and it's not domineering. Personally, I think this is one of the best jib boards I've ever been on. This board features Arbor's camber system. Think of it as Arbor's Camber 2.0. So what you have is parabolic camber, so it's less camber out in the tips, or kind of similar to traditional camber, with uprise fenders. A 3D shape that raises the contact points. That way you get more of a surfy feel out at the tips. Then you have grip tech underfoot, which is an added contact point, so you can steer the board right underfoot instead of out at the contact points. So basically, traditional camber with an added contact point underfoot and raised contact points out at the tip and the tail. It gives for a surfy play, but you still get that snap and pop that you would get from traditional camber. Thank God you don't have a twin, John. Fucking kill it. This board is available in both regular and mid-wide sizes. So let's talk about the flex pattern of the Z Twin here. This is a jib board with snap, which means it's not a full-blown noodle, but it's not one of those boards that's middle of the road for park. What you get is a lot of play out in the tips, and then it stiffens up underfoot, and then you get more play between the feet torsionally and laterally. This makes this board playful. Now, when it comes to stability, this is a board that you want to make sure you've got your knees bent when you're riding with it. You want to make sure that you're not going to get just bucked with it. You will. It's not a super stable board. It's very lively. It's very poppy. Now, as this is a jib board with snap, there's a lot of pop into it. The camber profile lets you load up, and the rebound out of this board will boost you to the moon. While not the snappiest thing out there, it's very snappy for a jib style board. You're going to be able to pop with it. You're going to be able to load with it. And this translates over to hitting jumps. Small to medium jumps are where this board's going to excel and be at home. The big line, you're probably going to power wheelie out of it if you don't land full center. You're going to be absorbing a lot of shock with this board. It's not designed for sending huge transitions. What it is designed for, though, is mini pipe laps, small quarter pipes, side hits, jumps up to like 25-30 feet. That's where it's going to really excel. So let's talk about the unique shape of this board. It's a non-asymmetrical twin. It looks like an old school skateboard. You got a weird tail, you got a weird nose to it. They're not popsicle stick shaped, they're not blunt shaped. But you do have a tip and a tail with the way they're shaped that give you an optimal platform to really lock into presses with. You're going to notice that this board can really lock into a nose or a tail press. And that translates over into buttering. You're going to notice that how easy it is to press this board, to lock in, to get it to butter around, to have fun with it. It's just one of those boards that's designed for jibbing and buttering. It's designed for turning the mountain into a skate park, and it excels there. This board's going to lock in perfectly on board slides just due to the camber profile. It's going to hug the rail. It's going to allow you to slide down through it no problem. And that flex isn't going to buck you. This is a board that you can butter and jib till your heart's content on and never have to worry about getting pushed around. So how does it carve? Yeah, it's a jib board with snap. It has actually decent edge bite. You're going to notice that when you get it on edge that it grips. And it really excels at doing long drawn out carves. Now, if you want to do a Euro carve with it, go for it. You're going to be able to center flex this board and drive it. But there's a limitation on it. It could wash out. So you want to keep that in mind. So who is the Arbor Z Twin for? Well, it's for the jib guy that's going to turn the whole mountain into a skate park. It's that type of board that really lends a lot of versatility to making the mountain your playground. Someone that's bonking off tree stumps, tapping slow signs, ollieing slow signs, ollieing small children, spraying old people, because you should always spray old skiers. Just telling you that right now. That's just important. It's not a true quiver of one type of board, but it's specialized enough that if you only have one board to get and you're riding a small hill or you're just that like all mountain freestyle skate park type of guy, this will do the trick for you. So that's who should be checking out the Arbor Z Twin. So what boards are comparable to the Arbor Z Twin? Well, there's the Ride Kink, the Rosnell Retox, the Endeavor Color, the Dinosaurs Will Die Bogart, the Rome Artifact, the K2 Bottle Rocket. Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard. I'm gonna kill you, John. I'm gonna just fucking kill you. I'm gonna choke you to death, you little shit. Oh, God, that's awkward. It's super awkward. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.